Welcome back. A recent study shows that women's wages are not keeping up with the rate of inflation. Earning less, paying more for goods and services can challenge even the best financial plans, no matter who you are. Local financial professional John Vandergrift from the Blue Ridge Wealth Planners joining us with tips to help women take control of their money, and everyone can probably learn from what he has to say. So why aren't women's wages keeping up with the inflation rate?
Well, and as we talked, no one's wages are right now. We
Yeah.
just saw the inflation study come out, 8.2% year over year based on today's numbers. So, workers' wages overall are usually around 5%, but a recent study was done that showed comparing men and women's wages, men are a third more likely to have those wages keep up with inflation over time than women. And we know in certain industries there's a pay differential where there really shouldn't be. And so what we want to talk about today is maybe some ways for women to take control of some of those areas.
So let's begin. How do, I don't know, catching up's the right way to say it, but how do women catch up?
Yeah.
I guess that's how I'm going to say it.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now, with unemployment rates so low and so many open jobs, one of the ways that women can take control of their finances is if you don't feel like you're being compensated appropriately, there may be a job out there that pays you more than your current job that maybe is more suited for your skill set. The other thing that we've got to look at, if maybe we're in that job and we got an annual raise and we're waiting for that next annual raise, is looking at ways that we can cut expenses here and there to try to make the most of those net dollars that we have coming in. But the danger of what's happening right now with inflation is, people are shrinking the personal savings that they have. And so one of the things that we want to do is try to, whenever possible, promote as much savings as we can personally for those emergency funds, because again, with the Fed probably going to have to continue raising interest rates, we may not be done with this inflation battle in the short term, and so we want to make sure that we have enough in liquid reserves there.
And lastly, maybe talk about any tips for women or men or children or anybody who's trying to save or invest or make their investments and do the best they can do.
Yeah, and as we look at this in those last two where we talk about retirement specifically, women have kind of a loaded situation here where statistically they are going to be the one who outlive their spouse if they're married, and so you've really got to factor that into some of the decisions that you make. Maybe it's the savings that go into this, maybe with longevity in your lifetime, but also in things like Social Security. In the Social Security situation, the biggest check is going to stay for whoever lives the longest, and so that needs to be factored in with the way that you make those decisions. They just released the Social Security is going to go up 8.7% next year, and so as we look at that, that can be a situation where trying to include that into the plans that you do to maybe file a little early so that you can get a bump in income while we're having some of these times where cost of living is going up so much.
So obviously if you're a single woman, you handle it yourself. If you're married, you got to make your husband because you're going to outlive him most likely. So make sure you're making the right moves.
Make sure you're making the good plans for yourself there.
All right. John, thank you very much.